What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. And as you guys can tell by the title of the video, there's a question now that everybody wants to know. What archetype, or what engine, if you will get hit on the ban list? So, I'm actually looking at the last ban list that we got, which was back in October. And the last ban list that we got, the cards that got banned were Guard Dragon, Agripane, and Nightmare Mermaid. So obviously so at that time, the entire Nightmare build was completely destroyed because Nightmare Mermaid was one of the key was one of the key cards for the for the combos, if you I think for the Orcus combos, and then for Guard Dragon Agripane, that was the heart and soul of the entire Danger Thunder Guard Dragon deck. But now with Agripane gone, it's basically a Danger Thunder Dragon, basically. So those were the only two cards that got banned. Now the cards that got limited, the only card that did get limited was Sky Striker Mecha Widow Anchor. So Widow Anchor was a really good one. I'm actually gonna look that up. Let's see. Sky. No, I didn't want the wet. Here we go. Sky Striker Widow Anchor. Here we are. So let us see what you do. No, I don't want shopping. Here we are. So Sky Striker Mecha Widowmaker is a really good one. It's a really excellent quick play spell, which I think was a, what does it do again? Let's see here. Its effect says, if you control no monsters in your main monster zones, target an effect monster on the field, negate that face-up monster's effects until the end of the turn. Then if you have 3 or more spells in your grave, you can take control of that monster until the end phase. So this card was actually perfect, going up against True Draco and one other one. I don't remember it. I honestly don't remember the deck. I want to say Orcus, Cyber Orcus. I think it was. And then the only card that got semi-limited, meaning you can only use 2, was Dark Arm Dragon. And then the cards that were taken off the list, you have Chaos Emperor Dragon, you have Destiny Arm Malicious, Aether the Heavenly Monarch, Stratos, Insector Dragonfly, Sure Strategist of Necros, Construct, El Shaddai Construct, Royal Tribute, and Super Rejuvenation. Now, Rejuvenation, the only reason why that card was taken off the list was because of the Lost Art promos that you can get at your locals. So I think honestly, just by looking at the ban list now, I think the number one engine, the top engine that should get hit entirely is the entire Danger engine. Because right now the cards that are at 2, you have Nessie, Jackalope, and Tsuchinoko. In my opinion, because the entire Danger deck is the entire Danger build, whether you're playing Orcus, whether you're playing Thunder Dragons, whatever, they need to get hit right away. Because I think honestly, hang on. Here we are. I think honestly, if Dangers were to get hit entirely, I think that the entire Dark World deck, the entire Dark World archetype could very well get some added support, which I would love to see. Possibly, I would love for them to get a brand new a tuner monster and possibly a brand new synchro, which wouldn't be so bad. That wouldn't be so bad. So and plus that could also put the entire Thunder Dragon deck in check. Be like, and just let them know, hey, you can't use these no more. Another deck that we could very well that I think should take a hit is also Pendulum Magician. I think Pendulum Magician needs to take a hit. More specifically, the Endymion card. I think it's Endymion. Let's take a look. Excuse me. I'm actually looking up these cards on I'm actually looking up these cards on my laptop. Here we are. I think so I think the one card that should take a hit is the new Pendulum monster that we got called Endymion, the Mighty Master of Magic. If you guys don't know, it is actually a really powerful card. So its Pendulum effect says you can remove 6 spell. Come on, seriously? Damn laptop. Thank you. Its Pendulum effect says you can remove 6 spell counters from your field, special summon this card from the Pendulum Zone, then count the number of cards you control that can have a spell counter, destroy up to that many cards on the field, and if you do, place spell counters on this card equal to the number of cards destroyed. You can only use this effect once per turn. Its monster effect says once per turn when a spell trap or card effect is activated as a quick effect, you can return a card you control with a spell counter to the hand, and if you do, negate the activation, and if you do that, destroy it. Then you can place the same number of spell counters on this card that the return card had. While this card has a spell counter, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Also, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. When this card with a spell counter is destroyed by battle, you can add a normal spell from your deck to your hand. That's just right there broken and it's used up as a 3. So hands down, this card should get banned because there are because in my opinion there are so many different variants of Pendulum Magician, but I think honestly this is the card to get that in my opinion should get hit on the ban list just because of the fact that you're able to transfer spell counters from one card to another, and then from one card back to the card itself. It's just way too powerful in my opinion. I think that this needs to get hit. But even if it were to get hit, I think honestly, for someone like what does he call himself? The Pen God? I think is his name. He calls himself the Pen God. If you guys know who I'm talking about, comment below. But yeah, he specializes in pendulums, and he uses the deck to its true potential, and he knows what to do. But I think honestly, this card is just way too broken. It is stupid crazy, and it needs to get hit bad. Another deck that we could also see get hit is also Salamangreat. More specifically, more specifically, the top 2 cards that should get banned like entirely are actually the top 3 cards. Salamangreat Gazelle, Lady Debug, and Salamangreat Circle. Also, I almost forgot what's the card? Sign and Mining. That's 4. So because I actually went up against Cyrus decks before whether it would be on Dueling Book or Dueling Nexus. Those cards are crazy good. They are super broken, and it doesn't matter how you see it. It's always gonna be that damn good. And plus the entire Salmon Grade deck has been absolutely destroying the meta ever since the Soul Burner structure that was released last year, because you would get a common Ash Blossom, which was really incredible. I think getting that common Ash Blossom was probably the best thing for us in the TCG, but it's still expensive. I think it's like $12 for as a common, I think. So you're basically getting your money back just from that card alone, literally. But yeah, I think if Sign and Mining was to get banned, because I know that Sign and Mining is the heart and soul of pretty much any Cybers deck, whether it be just the name itself, Cybers, Playmakers deck, whether it be what's it called, AI, Add Ignition, Salmon Grades, or whatever. That card, Sign and Mining, is an automatic searcher. Once you play it, you can search for any Cybers you want. It needs to get hit. I'm saying it now. I think again, going back to what I said with Dangerous, I think if Sign and Mining was to get hit, I could definitely see Salmon Grades get one last bit of support. After that, I think the deck is just done. I think it's had its due. And now for the last deck that I think should definitely take a hit, and it's something that a lot of people have been wanting. Actually, the top two, Orcus and Sky Strikers. More specifically, Engage and Dingirsu. If you guys don't know, Dingirsu is a really broken card. So let me look it up. It's called Dingirsu, the Orcus of the Evening Star. It's a rank 8 Xyz, and it's a generic rank 8. So you can use it with Galaxy Eyes, you can use it in Blue Eyes, any dragon based deck, or you can even use it with Orcus itself. And it, again, just a generic rank 8. Rank 8, it requires 2 level 8. You can only special summon Dingirsu, the Orcus of the Evening Star, once per turn. You can also exceed summon this card by using an Orcus Link monster you control as material. So I think Galatea and let me look it up, because I think I have one of the Orcus links in my binder. Let me see. Galatea. I think Galatea would be the only one, and then Ningirsu. Maybe, I don't know. I think Ningirsu, because I think Ningirsu, the World Challenge Warrior works with Orcus. Comment below if that is the case, because I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so pretty much Galatea, pretty much anything with Orcus in its name is a perfect way to summon Dingirsu. Link monster you control as material. If a card or cards you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach one material from this card instead. If this card is special summon, you can activate one of these effects. Send one card your opponent controls to the grave. Attach one of your banished machine monsters to this card as material. So obviously again, Cyber Orcus, Orcus Pure, Cyber Dragon Pure. What's that one deck called? Ojama A to Z. I think, yeah, that deck. This card is just stupid crazy. yeah, so I could definitely see this card taking a hit. Because if this card were to take a hit, the entire Orcus deck would just be done. The entire Orcus deck would be done. Sky Strikers engage. Sky Striker Mobilize Engage is a generic. Is a really it's a generic go second card, because if you have 3 spells in your grave, you draw cards, which that's just stupid crazy. Which is absolutely stupid. Let me look that up. Mobilize Engage. Here we are. So, oh guys, I apologize if my camera is moving. I'm literally looking at my laptop, and it's on a small table here, so forgive me. So Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, add Sky Striker card from your deck to your hand, except Engage. Then, if you have 3 or more spells in your grave, you can draw a card. So this is perfect. So this card is perfect if you're playing Dark Magician or any deck that has multiple that utilizes a lot of spells, which is pretty much almost every deck out there. Galaxy Eyes, Blue Eyes, Dark Magician. I think Orcus is another one. This card is stupid crazy, super broken. Probably one of the most unfair cards you could ever see, and I've went up against Engage a couple times on Dueling Book. It's just stupid crazy. I think this card should be another card that gets banned. But obviously the last card that we need to talk about is the one card that we'll be getting. In Dual Overload. It was once known as Crystal Raw Needle Fiber, but they're now pronouncing it as Halqifibrax. Halqifibrax. So it is a synchro base card, and it requires 2 monsters, one of them being a tuner. If this card is linked summon, you can special summon a level 3 or lower tuner from your hand or deck in defense position, but it cannot activate its effects this turn. During your opponent's main phase or battle phase, as a quick effect, you can banish this card and special summon a tuner synchro from your extra deck, in which that would be treated as a synchro summon. You can only use each effect once per turn. This card is, I know for a fact, once this card is released, it is going to be extremely broken, and I know that with the next ban list after this one, it is going to get extremely broken. It's gonna be extremely broken. It's gonna be way too powerful, and Konami is gonna ban it like that. So those are just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way, because I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel a lot. It knows that it tells me that you love my videos. And also to be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links will be down in the description below. And also, if you guys want to send fan mail, my address will be in the description below as well, at the very top of the description below. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.